what if I want to represent table in my scatter plot? Let's see how we can do this. Representing table in my scatter plot. First of all, how I can read the table in MATLAB. So like I do have a table, but then like how I let MATLAB to read this table. Basically, as I said, MATLAB function goes very phenomenal job in like just making everything easy. So create table from file, just read table. We're gonna treat this file as character vector, which is student data dot csv, and then like if I press run right now, it's loading. Okay, here we go. So right now there is table got created here. Is not like it just like gives me everything in the table, all the columns or all the rows. Apparently like student ID, student hours. We can understand from this table that he's just talking about correlation between studying hours and exam score and stress level, whether their gender and grade level. So now I did creating the table. So if I return back with a scatter, right now if I want a table, because MATLAB is smart, he saw that I did write in this section table, so he suggests for me putting table first. So table, then the variables, yeah, so table variables, and this is perfect because he create x coordinates with everything inside the table, all the variables inside the column. So student ID, study hours, exam score. If I press here, same concept, student ID, study hours, exam score. So all this data, MATLAB just represented for me because he know like I do want this like variables in my table. So let's see that I want it as a character vector, not as a string. So let's compare maybe between study hours and exam score. Let's see the correlation. Okay, so apparently, okay, I wanna just real quick also, let's make this, yeah, failed, this is gonna be better. Okay, yeah. Okay. We can see there is a correlation by increasing the studying hours, the score increase. Like we can see here in the x-axis, whoever will study for 8 hours, definitely gonna like get around like 89. Hard work forever pays, but actually like this real data, and this is very interesting, yeah. And whoever will study for 2 hours, probably his score is 60. I don't know he passed or not, but yeah, this is a correlation. Okay, let's now ask ourselves, what if I want to compare study hours, okay, but with other thing, like I want to compare one variable with two other variables. What should I do? Okay, so we took this concept little bit last episode, which is the curly brackets. So the curly brackets, it's awesome with any text because it creates cell array, which has different data types that makes it awesome for any text or any characters. Okay, so I can use this, and then I will just instead hero field, like let's create other comma, and then I'm gonna like insert like exam hour maybe with the stress level and close parentheses, one or more table array, and let's see what we can get. So I got here that this is the stress level, because if we return back to the chart, we can see the stress level, it all exists from 1 to 10. So that's why my function here was also from 1 to 10 for the stress level. And here, this all like, I think this was the exam scores. Okay, but I need to know like the difference between them. So we took this concept now that if I wanna compare one variable with two variables, but right now let's make this clear and like create legend just by putting legend. He gonna, yes, okay, this now makes sense. The stress level is the orange, but the blue one is exam scores without anything. Okay, let's try this now. So what if I wanna like write location, and now for the location, like location of the legend, let's create best. Here we go. So MATLAB automatically he puts the legend in the best location he sees, which is here, because like here he was like kind covers some data. So I wanna all my data to be clear. In the same time, I want the legend to be in place that doesn't affect all my data. So just MATLAB like creates this for me, which is awesome. Okay, so far so good.